So the just coming through, we've got the Wellingborough bus.
Shortly on 2 o'clock with a display by a very interesting French glider.
Easily demountable for road transportation. It's a Fauvel AV36, the AV standing for Aile Volant, or tailless glider. Charles,
and taking off now, we've got the Comet Racer. It's off to warm up and take position, and we'll display after the Fauvel. Followed by the new goal, the world record holder for 74 years.
That was fit for purpose, wasn't it? It's a very strange bat-like looking creation, but very, very graceful in the skies above the airfield. Highly manoeuvrable, like that.
And when it gets a bit closer, we'll keep quiet and you'll be able to hear the sound of the airflow over the wings.
There is a forced landing every time. You just hope that you get back on the airfield that you took off from. So certainly in terms of honing skills for young pilots, then it's a superb way to judge height and speed. You'll notice spoilers or air brakes have been extended under the wings to help slow the glider as she's brought in onto the grass. No wheels, you'll notice, just a skid, no brakes.
Turned off, and then allow a couple of minutes for the areas to adjust. So if you want to show your appreciation for the pilots this afternoon, it's best to wait until they've shut the engine down. Although we'll be talking you through the programme as the afternoon progresses, we do actually have the Comet, of course, was designed to win one specific race. Victory Foxtrot, Mexico. The Grosvenor House took them up on the option to purchase this aircraft.
Not particularly good, particularly final stages of approach and landing, as you can see. You got down there. The world known surviving example. of this magnificent machine.
175 miles an hour. That was an extremely long distance. Back there all fine. Just the French orders 2 for aeroplanes work in Sahara. That's the approach.
Now in my all-time top 5 aircraft, this one ranks in that top 5. So not quite into my teens, but not far off. Civilian career through the 1940s into the 50s and early 60s. The first of the dominant Sinister guys. The thing. Co-pilot spends most of their time. There's a lady co-pilot today, by the way, Claire Tector, winding up and winding down. Answer to a request from Imperial Airways for a light twin-engine airliner. Of course, times have changed very considerably during the war years, and the march of progress really overtook the Anson. So post-war, it never really took off as a commercial venture, as a civilian airliner. This particular example was up at the Strafallen collection before that closed.
Not doing it. Come on, 'cause I'm in my window.
Oh, beautiful.
You'll see later the Avro Tutor. The RAF regarded it as too nice an aircraft as a training aircraft. They wanted something a bit more basic. And after that, the end result was the Tiger Moth. .600 will build approximately 1,000 airframes to the set.
Kind of off
Rear cockpit. But he's being watched in the mirror by the instructor. I'm worried now, Peter Teichmann's blowing me kisses, so... Oh, perhaps not. That's the guy One interesting point as well about the Blackburn, it's not just the side-by-side seating, but also the lack of stagger on the wings. Generally accepted by the 30s that staggering the wings was a better idea for reducing the potential for stall.
Because the Tiger Moth and the next one was displayed.
accelerate. So the controls in turning have to be adjusted differently. Anti-submarine patrols. And the Blackbird returning. Very nicely done. He'll be taxiing back past you if you want to give him a wave. And then launch off in the Blackbird.
To deliver the goods.
You must actually want to do something Thomas can actually be escorted right away to the back.
A pilot and a dog.
Trainer that will prepare pilots to fly the early jet aircraft. And one of the prime requirements was that the aircraft should perform like early jet aircraft, and that really meant that it had to have a sort of spool-up type of lag on the engine of the early jet and to replicate that. Consequently, you've got a tandem airframe with a very big fin in now, and also later on with jet propulsion. The RAF for 20 years.
Example of an aircraft which is a year where it went for the Veteran Aerospace Society, who acquired it for the collection. And the fatigue life on this particular promise is such that, in theory, this aircraft could still be flying in 200 years' time. Yeah, you're going to be right, in 200 years' time.
But it is cool. Yes, this aircraft is well suited for conversion onto the Vampire and the Venom, and later for the Hunter and Javelin pilots.
And eventually a new rudder and tail unit. Slightly more sophisticated than the Miles Magister, probably over the years, mostly as trainers, but with hard points under the wings. It could be used for bombing runs, even one example for the then Rhodesia. A couple of machine guns mounted under the wings.
Testing, testing. Yeah, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're having one or two problems with the microphone. Magister with Scotty Butler just touching down now.
The the control tower at the moment, just waiting for the Hurricane, which is running up on the flight line to taxi out. Designated the mule PO2, nicknamed by the Germans in the Second World War as the Flying Sewing Machine, because the rapidly injured 588 Bomber Regiment, later known as the 46th Tarman Guards, after an incident on the Tarman Peninsula. And they were a night bomber aviation unit of the Soviet Air Force. There were actually 3 night units, plus 23,000 tons of bombs, each pilot flying around 800 missions apiece.
I think that was Claire's first cloud. Got there.
Yeah, I think she's lining up for a second attempt.
I think she's a bit wide on the mark there. In common with a lot of Russian aircraft, the B-2 is very rugged. And Claire now coming in on finals, as you can see.
Yeah.
Very patient hold off.
Very carefully.
Very smooth touchdown. Nice enough.
Very rare sailplane.
Only 75 of these were made, and only 9 still exist, and this is one of only 2 in the UK.
We were saying earlier when it was on the ground before the display started that if you look at the front section of the fuselage in side on, it's very reminiscent of the sort of meteor jets of the 1950s.
Tailplane looks a bit like a Promise tailplane.
It does, yeah. But look at that, great discipline for pilots, particularly on approach and landing, gauging that height, speed and distance in relation to the touchdown point.
Talk about laminar flow on the Mustang. Well, this was the first glider to incorporate laminar flow design.
When you sight something like that. A little bit of Mercury magic with the Gloucester Gladiator to be quickly followed by the Westland Lysander. We'll enjoy both these aircraft in a few minutes' time.
The distinctive feature of the Lysander is it takes off in that total round configuration.
There are advantages to be logging to the SVAS, not least some reductions on entries to air shows during the display season. There's a quarterly newsletter that comes out, a host of other benefits as well. SVAS people are on hand on site today, so you can find out about membership. That will take you into up there, a Mark 1, as John said. wonderful to see earlier in the season 3 hurricanes together in the skies above Holborn, and again to see 2 here today. To attack the convoys.
Not much greater, but it was greater. Stone now returning to Earth. The essence of war. Over 15,000 produced. For attacking ships.
The hurricane heritage to early design.
During the Battle of Britain, the German aircraft which had fuel injection systems were able to just simply point the nose down and go, whereas the British aircraft had to do a half over and half roll and go down, and that actually induced negative G, and that stopped the fuel supply. So after a very nice display, Stu Goldsbeck in Tango Tango, easing down.
When the wind's blowing like this, I'm not so sure. This is the arrival of the Mudry Cap 232, and the lady at the controls is one Emily Collett, and we'll be seeing her in action a little bit later on. Actually, that might even be Mark Jeffries.